What would you kind of say to people about beginning to unschool and to recenter, say, on home life and on other things, particularly if they don't have like access to the same resources you do, or the same kind of capabilities?
I would just say look for the opportunities that you have without getting without being too hard on yourself. So it might be conversations with your kid when they get home from school. What did you learn today? What did you think of what you learned? Do you think there's use of that in the world? How do you think you'd use that in your life going forward? So even just an awareness of our orientation towards curriculum and outcomes, right? Like if that's the
Yeah.
bare minimum, like a conversation takes nothing. Um, Questioning our systems, like you said, and doing our own inner healing is really foundational. So I'd say even before we talk about our work with our kids, like that really hits home. And I do a lot of talking about that on my page because I feel like that's actually where the work is. If we can figure that out for ourselves and start asking these questions ourselves, then we can start to see how it's playing out in our lives and we can see how it's playing out in the lives of our children and get them to start critically thinking. But if we're
Yeah.
not doing critical thinking, then how can we elicit that from our kids? So I would say ground zero or zone zero is start with ourselves. Zone one, look for the easy things that you can do, right? How are we thinking? How are we engaging with the world? Are we engaging with scarcity mindset or are we engaging with abundance mindset? And
Yeah.
the school system itself is all the way scarcity mindset, right?
Yeah.
This is what you have to do. You're on a timeline, very capitalistic in terms of its orientation and its desired outcomes. So I would say start learn about, capitalist systems and how they're working and why they want us to be caught in this trap.